Good evening, everybody. Good evening. How are we all doing today, guys? How are we all doing today? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. We are back with some more Honkai Star Rail. We're doing the live reaction, of course, for the story. We're just getting things underway. I haven't even started anything. We're starting off in this place. This is where the story should begin. Struggling to speak there. I don't know why, because I'm trying to type at the same time. So I'm trying to think what I'm typing, and I'm about to say what I'm about to type, but it's not coming out. But no, we're about to start the version 3.2 story. Heard it's about 9 hours ish long. Hello, Dawood. Welcome to the stream. Let me just check. Version 3.2 Star Rail story. Let's see. I'm quite curious. Let's see. Full mission story. How long is it? 7 hours. Not as bad as I thought. Not as bad as I thought. And we'll probably go a bit faster as well, because I'm gonna be obviously able to read things a little bit faster and everything, so we should be fine on that front. I'm gonna obviously try and let the voices play out, of course, as well. But let's see. Rezwan, Lanzo, 9 hours is so whack. You're not wrong on that front necessarily, but yes, all shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Such is the will of fate. If I take on Oryx's trials, will the prophecy come true as well? Regardless, I must give Aglaya an answer. Hello, gamer, as well. Welcome to the stream. I guess we're starting it some time ago. It's you, Cass. I have finished the anthology of poems you've lent me. I thought you'd be too preoccupied to find time reading. Precisely because of these obligations, I felt compelled to read it swiftly. Wouldn't all these preoccupations slow your pace? On the contrary, knowing that time is limited can push one to overcome their limitations. The weight of these responsibilities seems to have enhanced my reading efficiency. At least they're not saying they have a plan giving Ferrari fan PTSD. It is true, that's true. I understand completely. During my time at the Grove, the closer exams drew, the more efficient I became at tackling everyday mundane tasks, anything but my actual studies. As I remember, you and Finon were both disciples of the Newporists, or Newsporists. I assume that Anax's exams were as unreasonable as the man himself. Goddamn. I love this beef between Aglaya and Anaxa is too good, man. The courses Professor Anaxa taught were Introduction to Alchemy and History of Mythology. To be perfectly honest, those two courses were the students' greatest nightmares. The History of Mythology, taught by the blasphemous great performer himself. I can imagine their fear. Now that I think about it, students would often rush to the podium during class to challenge him on these blasphemous ideas. He openly dismisses people's faith and questions the very justification of the flame chase journey. Our positions have been destined to be at odds. While you were studying there, I assume you must have heard of his nickname, a dromas draped in finery. As I see it, the nickname is more of an insult. That's crazy. I love this beef between Aglaya and Anaxa is amazing, to be honest. But yeah, we're starting a little bit early today because I want to obviously I'm gonna be watching the IndyCar later tonight, and I want to also catch the Masters as well, the golf. So I thought I'd start a little bit early, go for three and a half hours and so, and then I'm gonna hop off probably, and we'll do part two maybe tomorrow potentially. So yeah, in light of his assistance in the battle against the Flame Reaver, I'm willing to grant him some time to find a way to remove the core flame. However, if Anaxa decides to make any move that places us in danger, I will not hesitate to make an extreme decision. There we go. The Flame Chase journey is destined past for Chrysoceres, yet he now seems more like an empty shell. Given his strong sense of self-respect, I trust that Anaxagoras will make the right decision. I am quite curious to see how the story is gonna pan out, because obviously the one issue with obviously them doing it so long, right? Knowing that they're doing the story so long, right? I get that, of course, each story is focusing at least a little bit, if not a major amount, on one or two members of the Chrysoceres, right? Like, for example, last time around it was My Day and Trivi, right? This time around it's Aglaya, not Aglaya, I'm sorry. It's Castries and Anaxa most likely, right? Which is quite interesting to say the least in that sense, right? But yeah, I'm quite curious to see how it's gonna go, because it's gonna be 3.2, 3.3, 3. We know that every chapter pretty much, if not every version, sorry, I should say not chapter, but every version is gonna have a new chapter basically, right? So 3.12, 3.22, 3.3, 2 as well. We know it's going to be Hyacine and potentially Cypher. I assume based on the fact that they're in the next banners. Thanks to you, I've evolved from a little dog to a sacred beast. That's 6 of them. Then we have another 6 to go. Finon maybe gets his own chapter in 3.4 because of the Fate collab as well. So that's 3.4. So that's 7. 3.5, another 2. 3.6, another 2. That's 11. And then one more to go in 3.7 basically. And then 3.8 we know is going to be the grand finale pretty much. Or 3.7 is going to be the grand finale. We don't know. But surely, right? It's got to be something along those lines, I imagine. I urge you to carefully consider the risks of accepting the trial. Becoming a demigod means forsaking your own humanity. You will inherit Onyx's divinity and bear the time of Amphoris. From that point onwards, your fate will always be forever be intertwined with ours, never to be separated again until the end of Genesis. On the contrary, you're the only one who qualifies to attain divinity. Yet for that very reason, I do not wish to pressure you. It is exceedingly rare to find a capable crisis heir. If this path proves unattainable, I'm willing to lower my expectations. Okay. Seems like a shot in the dark. Exactly, we can't have the civilians bear the risk, eh? We've come so far and everyone is counting on you to be the hero. As for the trial, you have nothing to fear. The Time Titan may be willful at times, but they've never caused us any harm. They just seem a bit timid, like a child. Oddly enough, I don't remember ever meeting them, but at the moment I saw Kaguya, our Ornyx's memories were already in my head. When I was in the abyss, I heard the Titan's groans, full of pain and grievances, yet without any ill will. Alright, it's time to see what happens here, because of course, it's going to be very interesting to see us be part of this. Alright, let's talk to Castries. It's nothing, I only came to discuss some matters with Lady Aglaya. Tracing back this anthology was something left for Lady Trian. Although personal property should be cleared out once the owner has passed on, Lady Trian gave me this book to me since she knew how much I like to read. It just contains an allegory. In a faraway land in a city known as Styxia, a dragon corrupted by the black tide descended one day, swooping upon the city like death itself. Overwhelmed by the grief, the queen hired an alchemist to resurrect the princess using the dragon's flesh and blood. As a result, the prosperous... Oh. My mouse is a little bit laggy right now. I'm a bit concerned. What? That was the correct option to increase friendship level. The author of the book is Archipia. Oh, my mouse is lagging. I'm a bit concerned. Let me see. Maybe I should close some things on YouTube once. On YouTube, I mean on my browser. Will that help? No. I'm just I think my laptop is just on its last legs, to be honest. I think that's what it is. It was as if she had yet to pass on when still alive. No one goes through life without leaving their mark behind. I did not look through the photos in your photo zone out of curiosity. Rosy Celestial Maiden. Despite having visited many... Wait, Rosy Celestial Maiden. Is that... Who are we referring to there? March? Oh. Screw that. I'm gonna just teleport all the way here. Game's like, no, you'll have to go down. No. We do not have to go down. We can do this instead. Thank you very much. Alright, Dan Hung. Talk to me, darling. Talk to me. Oh, is that Finon? Yeah, that's Finon. Citizens Assembly. More trouble. I wouldn't call it trouble, but I just think it would be more favorable if both of you understand the situation in Okema. Makes sense, yeah. The Council of Elders is an authoritative body in Amphoris made up of different city representatives. It's gonna be... Whatever's gonna end up happening, I don't think we're gonna be able to be Ornyx's crisis heir. It doesn't feel like we're setting it up to be there. Okay. Every 5 to 10 years. No, there's no specific time. Obviously, yeah, makes sense. Hope to take complete control over the Flame Chaser's journey. During the assemblies held in the past 100 years, the voices supporting the opposition have been growing stronger in the shadows. It's only thanks to Aglaya that the Flame Chase journey has been able to continue to this day. Anaxa. But with Anaxa's current condition, it's so unique that nobody knows how taking the core flame away from him will affect him. Anaxa has never believed in the prophecy, so technically it cannot be considered a betrayal. However, he has taught so many crisis heirs and has been long considered an important ally of Akema. Things are piling up again. Kage and Mem are tied up with Ornyx's trial, and while I'm preparing to visit the grove to uncover clues about the world beyond the sky. I mean, yeah, it's been chaotic right now, and I'm furious. I hope that Ornyx will show more benevolence and be more accommodating. You can read the scroll if you want to find more about the Council of Elders and the Citizens' Assembly. Okay, let's read this quickly. Democratic politics have always fascinated citizens of different city-states, and I'm furious. Okay, so basically it's setting up a democracy, basically. But then, of course, over time, you know, as it has evolved, basically, things are changing, and of course, things are being kept in mind. They follow strict protocols as well. Okay. At the Wall of Heroes, topics are proposed by Council of Elders members. Alright, so it's very straightforward, of course, in this sense, but yeah. Alright, I love how I'm just resting in the deck chair. Let's just hope everything goes well. After all, as someone who has just earned the gaze of an Aeon, you should be able to overcome the trial of a regional gaunt just fine. I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong necessarily. A few days later at the Vortex of Genesis. Alright, it's time. I guess we start with our journey. Your results cannot be cushioned. We praise your pure selflessness and courage. Make a far lighter path forward. Alright, let's see how this pans out now. We can feel the space of the trial closing. As there isn't much of their soul left, we'll have to complete their ceremony before their soul completely dissipates. Alright, let's go. Let's begin. I'll be very surprised if we actually end up becoming the core flame, become the holder of the core flame of Ornyx. A traveler who's upright and courageous and a sacred beast. It's also who for me, not that. Both of you, please come forward. I mean, we already know that Mem is suspicious enough to be potentially Cyrene. So I wonder if we don't really become the core flame holder, but Mem does. Who might be Cyrene, of course. These are just words to make them prayers seem more solemn. Please focus. I love how we interject with that. Alright, let's see. There it is. That's the core flame. Alright, let's see. Okay, that's activated. Their soul has been waiting for a long time. Perhaps they're also quietly waiting for the arrival of their successor. Wait for my return, my friends. I love you, all of you. That doesn't seem appropriate for the current move, but so let's just leave the farewells for next time. Danang's just done with me, man. Danang is like, oh, for fuck's sakes, not this shit again. March 7th is not here to be the deadpan voice anymore. Alright, let's see what our trial is. And we've gone. Traveler Genshin reference? Nah. Although Kaguya loves cracking jokes at inopportune times, her determination is as strong as the crisis airs. She will definitely succeed. While she's away, I would like to have a chat with you, Aglaya. So I wonder if we're gonna be focusing on the trial or the slap. Oh, I just realized if it's Ornyx, I beg it just not be so many puzzles, man. I don't know what happened, but I'm able to talk. That's Alicia, man. I swear to God. Nah, man. That's definitely Cyrene's voice, bro. Just a different pitch. It hurts. Have I finally reached the end? Are the years of isolation coming to an end? Ornyx, how heartbreaking. Ever since the frigate draped in a black cloak robbed them of their core flame, they have been relegated to waiting in isolation in such a confined space. Alright, yes. Alright. Wait, is this? Oh, this is our normal map. Okay. Let's go over here. It's you. I remember you. Each syllable emerging from the mist seems to be cloaked in frost, symbolizing memory. A majestic voice pierces through the golden mist, reaching the unseen mountains. Within the echo, you seemingly could make out the cry of a baby. Each time people draw the strength from within their memories, every single ripple falls onto your shoulders. Freedom, freedom. What is troubling you, big fella? Brother, some of the keywords here, some of the fucking answers is too funny. You lack something. Just one thing. It's a future. I don't have a future? Oh, the Stellaron. Or, wait, what do you mean? You are simply a collection of walking memories. Wait, what? I think it's referring to the... Time never compromises, never forgives, never makes a choice. Go and find your future that has been stolen, even if that means you'll have to cheat death. You'll have to challenge that hand of shadow clasped with unyielding fingers. Before the passing of 15 entry hours, so 15 dawns, so 15 days, go forth and reclaim your future. This is the true trial of time. Oof. So we have to be able to beat death in 15 days or less. Jesus Christ. Okay. The Danmachi joking. When we landed on Amphoris, our car was pierced by Nicodora's lance. Do you remember back in the ruins? That's what I said. Oh shit. You were severely injured back then with several wounds still bleeding profusely. You still weren't breathing. Wait. So we died. We legitimately had just died. Are you serious? I also thought the Celeron was your life support system, but it seems like this hypothesis has been disproven. No shot are we going to bathe in the river Styx. I'm just thinking about it. She has left the vortex and returned to the garden. Shall we go look for her? Thanatos is the titan that Cass has always been looking for. No shot are we going to be doing this. Because that's the only thing I can think of happening is... That's the only thing I can think of us being able to do, basically, to be able to, well, you know, survive. Or recuperate in some way. I don't know, man. It's very confusing. Oh, why am I going the long way here? Let me just do this. I was gonna say, why am I not just teleporting straight? Because that's the only thing I can think that can be done. The coolness of the initial touch, replacing it is the touch of fingertips. I was puzzled as to why you were not affected by my curse. I thought it might have been a special traveler ability of a traveler from beyond the sky. All right. I love how they've given her this whole like official art. Basically, this is very pretty. The connection has been severed with my trace strength. I'm not able to recover it. Wait, what did she say? I know I'm lacking. It was me. I was a little too hasty, but don't worry, Kaguya. I will, though we have no leads, I'll do my best to search where Thanatos is, bring back their core flame, and personally return to you the life you have lost too soon. I just can't believe we're dead. We're legitimately just dead. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. it's not necessarily something I was expecting come the start of the story, to be honest. It's not what I was expecting at the start of the story, but alright. That is gonna make things way more interesting. I thought that was one of the bugs. I was like, no way I missed a bug here, man. Finon and Aglaia are right there. But that makes a lot more sense as to why Castries can hold us. She can take the pulse of somebody who's dead. I guess, yeah, Naxa's the other one who's cheated death as well. Nevertheless, now is not the time for us to give up. At least we can see a glimmer of hope. Cypher, if there's anybody in the world who has close idea what death is, it's her. Omens always come in pairs. A tiny air current that will eventually brew. It's Anaxagoras. He's initiated contact with the Council of Elders. Might be reduced to dust because of that great performer. Oh boy. It's Anaxa time, baby. Let's see what he's cooking up. The mothers of the traveler are in a language that I'm unable to comprehend, or perhaps they're just distracted. Hand of Shadow Thanatos. The sound of tides. Child of humanity, is it dread death's embrace you earn with such urgency? And ultimately, it seems like the Titan's core flame is incompatible with the mortal realm. Oh shit, it's the same as ours. So 15 days for Anaxa, 15 days for us as well. This is also a lesson for Finon. Alright, dear mother, you granted me life. I could use Anaxa, to be honest, but I'm not gonna use Anaxa anytime. Oh, speaking of which, did I ever do the aptitude showcase for her? No, I haven't. I should probably do all of these. That's literally 80 singles I can do. Wait, what? Wait, I missed something here as well. My day's been good. My day's been good. I didn't even realize. Wait, did login reset even happen? Didn't even know. Wait, does that mean, one second, if I go over here into the store? Ah, yes, of course, the final one. Didn't even realize that was the thing. Alright, let's see. Sorry to keep you waiting, lady. It's been a while, Lord Anaxagoras. Who's this? There are anti-Kytherians here? I am Lycurgus, though you can call me Lygus. You know about us, we anti-Kytherians perceive the world through amplitude and frequency of souls. Because she can do nothing other than petty espionage. As the citizens the assembly approaches, and with Ornyx's fall. I saw this funny thing that said HSR was desperate because they were hiding the login rewards. Is it hiding though? It's literally right there. Claimable rewards with high, like. I mean, I guess it would be a little bit like out of the way, I suppose, but it's literally right there, you know? I don't know if it's desperate, but sure. Oh, what is this? For the Titans, does the furling equate death? While all living beings must ultimately face their demise, Kefal has yet to meet theirs. Their journey continues unhurriedly along this path. Perhaps the gods in their arrogance deemed it beneath them to reveal their perspectives to mortals. The kin of the Skyfather was recounted in my myths, now resides within my brain. I believe I'd love to witness the fruits of your theory and the change it might bring to this imperiled world. True, I guess true. Oh, animation. It's loud first and foremost, but damn. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. The children of humanity have indeed created a spectacle. Welcome to Dawn Cloud. The atmosphere here carries a greater sense of solemnity, struggling here. Solemnity, because N is silent, so is it solemnity or solemnity? Solemnity, I think. Solemnity, I don't know. Then the mundane clamor of the Marmorial Palace. Fair enough. Only esteemed beings grace this place. Among them, I've received priests, scholars, warriors, and now we even have the presence to be in. We have the honor to be in presence of a titan. What a joyous occasion! The honor should be rightfully mine. In the meanwhile, you're welcome to explain the vicinity, but kindly remain within the guard's view. Delaying the crucial meeting is something none of us want to see, I presume. Alright, so this is a new area for us to explore, I'd imagine. I know very well what I'm doing. I mean, the paid thing's in front of your face. I guess, yeah. Well, is it really in front of your face? Only if you really go to the store, I would say. Because to be honest, right? Even the, like, if you go to the store, the only thing that's really in front of your face is the recommended stuff, the 2 recommended things. This one, the paid, like, step up thing, or whatever this you want to call this, right? The gifts for spending, you could say, are quite hidden away. Like, it's in the corner, you don't even see it, and it's right above what they say: please play in moderation and spend rationally. I think it's alright, to be honest, personally. I don't think it's like, oh, that much in your face to be like, oh my god, it's a problem there, you know? You could argue that both things are fairly hidden away. The only things being not so hidden away were the 2 recommended things, which, to be honest, are probably the most valuable things in terms of being paid, really, in that sense. You know, the $5 one and the $1 thingy as well. Like, seriously, for the $1 one, I mean, it's not even a problem, you could argue. Alright, let's find some chests while we're here. A chest right there. We may as well take it. Actually, I could probably have this used as well, right? We may as well. Okay, so there's one right above there. Okay. Let me just go this side and check what's here as well before we carry on. I see a chest right there. Listen, I gotta get as much stuff as possible for me, Hyacine and Saber summons, okay? We gotta make sure we're grinding. We're grinding. Listen, I'm not an Axa. Can you not see I'm Castories? Alright, there we go. Oh, wait, I should probably have checked if there was another thing as well. Let me see who okay, that guy didn't have anything to do there. I should have probably checked the Vortex of Genesis to see exactly what is happening over there. So what do I want to do? I want to probably do this, this, boom, boom. No, it's too soon. Okay, that doesn't work. I wonder if this is the best way to do it. Oh, I needed to do it a better way. That's the right way to do it, but I just need to be a bit more careful this way. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And there we go. Made it a lot more annoying for myself than it should have been. May as well. There we go. But yeah. So, no, what I was gonna say. Professor Anaxa word has it that scholars of grow valiantly perish resisting the black tide. You could say it's the fates toying with us. It's only the Kremnolans and Idonians who chase glory through death. Tell me, how much do the elders know of the black tide? Only Canis and her followers learned of Circe's and Oryx's fall. They proclaimed in the council that the flame chasers could no longer stand alone in the calamity alone, declaring that all was resolved beyond Okema, and with the only remaining menace now being Aglayan and her adherents. Ah, those shifty opportunists, thank you for your honesty, virtuous student. Okay. This Canis is much more ruthless than Aglaas. If so, why do you want to work with her? I'm afraid you'll be sorely disappointed if that's what you truly think. I don't think he's gonna work with her, but he's cooking something. This dude is cooking something up, and I'm curious as to seeing what it'll end up being. Oh, I see a bug over there. We may as well go get that bug. And get these chests as well. But yeah, I should take the opportunity to... I should take the opportunity to try and check out the Vortex of Genesis at some point when I get the opportunity. Because that'll be something for us to do as well. No, 1 second. What if I do it this way? No. How about this way? No. It's close. Whatever I'm doing here is nearly right. Hold on a second. Wait. 1 second. Okay, so what if I do this? No. Let's use the hints, see what they want here. Hold on a second. That was there. Ah. There we go. I just needed one to be able to figure out the other one. Alright, there we go. But yeah, we need to make sure we get all of these things. I love how Anak says, like, you have to respect the dead. So you had better keep your deranged language to yourself. I'm no longer the altar servant who could only acquiesce to the commands of the others. Now I have plenty of ways to deal with the others. As I see it, a dead titan cannot provide you with this level of confidence. Then who is it exactly? Could it be Canis? Seeing how fond of you Elder Canis is, I shall let that slide for now. Leave immediately and don't impede us from receiving the Supreme Being's blessing. This is gonna be interesting. As a believer of the God of Deliverance, it is only natural that he detests evil. That is crazy. I love how he's just like, at this point, just fucking kill me, man. I am done. Wallahi, finish me off. This mural is quite abstract. Can't tell whether you're praising or demeaning yourself. Now I'm quite curious whether the reason Titan has studied figures of speeches before. For all we know, this could be the answer to the what exactly are we? From my perspective, that point alone was enough to separate you from the average person. How do two lunatics coexist in the same brain? I love how he's just like, this is just stupid at this point. Even a member of the preeminent seven sages must tell his Droma stole to sleep. That must mean that behind this toy hides a secret that nobody knows. This is a present that my sister gave to me. It's a doll that was made to look like our family pet. When I was young, I couldn't accept this outcome either. Gioros, Aquila, Kefala knew, of course. Although I prayed to every titan, my efforts were ultimately futile. I naturally also came to learn of Thales' theory as well. Why could I not sacrifice myself in order to resurrect my nearest and dearest? Regardless of how much freedom the grove provides, such an act could cause you to be burned at the pyre. Very beloved, where is she now? Send her away to the grove from the grove at once, a place where nobody will be able to find her. It was naive of me to think I could snatch the disease from Thanatos' grave by sacrificing one eye. Oh shit. He was able to actually get it through and done with, but he had to sacrifice one eye to basically be able to see her one time. That is actually quite an insane one. Never do something taboo ever again. Don't disappoint the deceased and never harm yourself. If you can do that, the classroom will still be yours. Since I was able to see her one last time, I have no other desires. It's time for me to start one new life. No, teacher. After my fleeting glimpse of the deadly fog, I finally understood a single truth. Since ancient days, our understanding of souls is but is at the tip of an iceberg. I may have lost an eye, but my view of the world has become clearer than ever. I've watched as I turn this farcical world upside down. Damn. If even you cannot understand, perhaps you should relinquish the divinity of reason to me. After all, it'd be a waste for you to hold it. Child of humanity, remember this. Being cognizant of one's ignorance is the greatest wisdom of all. Not only that, you were the only one who can shed a light on my query. Okay, it's time. Alright, it's time. Let's see what's happening. I have breaking news. I lost Castries to Bronny E1. Oh no. I mean, yeah, it's better than me lose. I mean, I guess better or worse. Depends on what you think. I lost it to E3 Himeko, so it's alright. I feel that pain. Don't worry. I know that pain. I know that pain. Isn't that the Dromas draped in finery? What's the... What? Aye. Was that a SpongeBob reference? Oh, did I just have a SpongeBob reference? Did I just see a SpongeBob reference in this game, man? Fucking hell, man. I know this game loves its pop culture references and stuff, but what did I just see, bro? What the fuck did I just see, bro? Alright, let me zoom past her. Yum. Let me just have a quick zoom around and see if there's any chests in and about. Oh, there is a puzzle right here. Let's just quickly do this puzzle. Well, I still was hoping for an early luck. It was the same with Yanqing with my idea, and I still got him. Yeah, I mean, I think it's very possible. Alright, there we go. Oh no, I messed up. Let me reset. Alright, so 1, 2. No. Do you do streaming on shorts feeds? No, I don't. I personally don't stream on shorts feeds because my laptop would not be able to handle streaming two things at once. Unfortunately, my PC is not that capable, sadly. Wait, how do I do this? I could delay the push by 1 minute. There we go. And then do it this way. No. That doesn't work either. Unless, 1 second. Go back, go forward, this way, and boom. No, we clash. We clash. That's the issue. Let me just do it the normal way. 1 second. Go here, here, here. No, we're gonna fall down though. I need to delay it by 1 somehow. But how? Because every result is leading into the same way. Unless I go... So how many steps I have? 7, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, that doesn't work either. That doesn't work either. No. Hold on, I have an idea. Let me go this way, maybe. No, that doesn't work either. That doesn't work at all. Unless, actually, maybe it might work. Hold on. No, wait. Hold on. Oh, this is way more complicated than I thought. Hold on. So if I go this way, and that activates it. So wait. 1, 2. No, but then I can't do that. I have to try and activate this at an earlier point. One. Hold on. So if I go right while it's open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on. So drop there. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. No, wait. 1, 2. No, that doesn't work either. I was like, maybe this will work. I'm not sure. Hmm. No, that doesn't work. There's a certain way we can do this. I just need to figure out how. Now I'm stuck though. I'm stuck. Okay. All right, there we go. That was a bit unnecessary. That was unnecessarily overly complicated. That should not have taken me that long, to be honest. For some reason, it just blanked out on me. All right, I think we'll just ignore all these things. If I see an obvious treasure chest, then only I'll pick it up, because otherwise we'll be stuck here forever. For some of these puzzles, honestly. Head of the Nusaporus of the Grove of Epiphany, notorious blasphemer, crisis heir who bears Circe's core flame, and a survivor of the Grove Calamity. But yeah, my current PC would simply not be able to handle, or the way I'm set up right now, I don't think I'd be able to do a dual stream on the shorts feed as well as this way. Maybe when I get my new PC build happening and everything, maybe then, but not right now. Thank you for understanding. I'm but a feeble scholar who's not used to the stench of avarice and blood. I love how he's acting so meek. Well, since the crisis heirs are calling for war, we will respond in kind. Conflict is inevitable. Since Aglaia endeavors to suppress the virtuous commoners with blood of gold, we will not hesitate to display the rights of metal of these that the citizens of Akim are entitled to. What brazen arrogance? What you're saying right now is clear worlds apart that what you were saying before you retired your cleaners. But now that you're an ally of us, we can continue talking somewhere else. As you know, these walls have ears. I love how she runs rather than walks, but fair enough. Just feels weird for an elder to be running like this. Any chests that are here that I can just gobble up, potentially? Not that I can see. Welcome back to the hub of the Demigod Council, Lord Anaxagoras. The tiny stage is the most profound embodiment of Akema in centuries. In 15 days, this site shall become the most important. May the both of us carry out our duties with honor and lead the masses back towards the era Chrysia, a golden age with no death, strife, or trickery. Why is everybody relying on these 15 days, man? What's happening here? Anaxa dies in 15 days. We die in 15 days. Whatever is happening here, 15 days. What strong conviction you have as expected of the hero to stand up to the Gold Weaver. I only accepted the invitation so I can serve the commoners alongside the members of the Council of Elders. Don't test my patience with such superfluous formalities. You worry too much. She won't show her hand too freely. She still needs to garner support from the masses at the Citizens' Assembly. As you're no doubt aware, Aglaia covets the core flame I possess, which makes it the bargaining chip that allows me and the rest of you to negotiate with her. However, in return, I'll need the Council of Elders to support me as much as possible. Naturally, this includes the guards as well. Talk is cheap, so you'd better act prudently as well. Damn. Since we're both intent on mutual cooperation, let's not mince words and just speak plainly to one another. I can't speak! Okay, so we're talking about Aglaia. She's the second most experienced crisis across the whole of Okema, who has gradually lost her humanity to the ravages time and the ablation of the core flame. A formidable opponent indeed. Wait, the second oldest? I guess Chibi. It's unclear that whether she will actually cross the irreversible boundary. Moreover, she still needs your life so that the Titan's trial can be complete. If Aglaia is required a suitably intelligent crisiser, then I'm the best fit for her needs. However, it's quite evident that she has no need for a crisis heir who could break free of her control at any time. What's up, Maxwell? How are you doing, mate? At the very least, the both of us agree that this tyrant who wallows in extravagance and greed is the greatest threat to achieving peace in Okema. The city will be burned to ashes and the citizens' blood will be shed. The Council of Elders needs more backing if it wishes to topple Aglaia, and it's evident that the Academy wields considerable influence. I'm already just been busy. How's my day been? How's work? Work's been good. I mean, it's been many days off. I have one more day off, and then I'm back to work. But it's been good, man. I've just been enjoying the time off, relaxing. It's been good having this 4 days on and off, to be honest, because it just makes things so much simpler in terms of schedules and stuff like that. Don't have to worry too much about coming in and out of work and stuff like that. At this stage, it's clear that you and I understand the benefits to be won from this discussion. Let me put it plainly. The Council of Elders have always been renowned for its fairness, and that fairness has been built on a foundation of sincerity. The Council of Elders has vowed to all citizens of Okema that it will always remain loyal to them. As for you, my lord, how will you guarantee that you will be able to live up to such earnestness and will not betray Okema's indomitable citizens when the opportunity presents itself, just as you now betray Aglaia when it suits you? My loyalty does not need to be proven. The fact that the Council of Elders is asking for proof of my loyalty is in itself akin to a form of betrayal. Oh. The authority of the Council of Elders will be as thin as papyrus. Papyrus has been a long time since I've said that word in my I think since 2010 something I've not said that word. If a Galeriot sees me in the full view of the masses today, she could also dismiss the entire Elder Council of Elders in one fell swoop tomorrow. Fool the people and karma will be on your tail. I'll overlook it this time, but don't count on there being a next time. Goddamn. I gotta say that he managed to really impress me again, but shouldn't he be going after more? The true master of Dawncloud has always been the Theros, who watches over everything. Alright, let's pick with Lygus. It is truly my honor to speak to a venerated titan in prison. Alright, so we're gonna check out Kefal. We're finally gonna be able to talk to him. Alright, may as well take the opportunity while we're ahead to quickly do small things here and there that can basically allow us to get more Stellar Jades, of course. Brother, I know I'm faster, but you can follow me as well. Alright. This is gonna be very interesting to see what ends up happening. I hate they run just at the right pace. It's the same thing problem I have in Genshin, but at least in Genshin it feels like there's a bit of manipulation you can do, of course, right? With generally how everything is in the game. Take this Janus shortcut and the long pilgrimage stairway will be waiting for you at its end. A gentleman helps others achieve their goals, and I have a feeling that your theory will be validated at the end of this journey. I hope things go as you say. Alright, it's time. Get this chest. Let's activate this and get going, baby. Man, it's gonna be very interesting to see what's the end result of this, to be honest. There we go. This is my first time going up Dawncloud's Peak. I don't see how this place is different from those temples in the city. All of them have magnificent facades. Oh, is he struggling? If Amphoris gets a new lease on life, you should focus on strengthening your body and stop shirking social interactions. I love how Cersei's is just teasing him. Ooh. Alright. Continue climbing the mountain and investigating the phantoms that appear when the soul has left the body. Aeneas. Isn't that Nicodor? Even a creation of Georos couldn't escape this. Could you be hallucinating? Ooh. Alright, that's gonna be interesting. So let's keep going this way. Let's restore this. I can't talk to that person over there. Alright, and then we ascend. Is it gonna go straight up? Yep. Okay. Alright, we're getting the treasure chests along the way and stuff, as well as interacting with these things. Oh, there's another Zagreus' hand here. Did Chaos ever reply to you? Look on the bright side, Naus. I thought he'd snub his friends. The same sounds strange to me. You're just an illusion I conjured in my dying moments. Yeah, we're just seeing a bunch of souls here. So where are we going? I'm gonna ignore that one. I'm just, if you knew how to climb a mountain, I wouldn't have come with you. I am Calypso of the eminent seven sages, after all. Training would never make me no different from those Helcolithist barbarians. Uh-oh. That's concerning. He's falling deeper into this mess. But we're getting closer and closer to Kefal. Alright, let's see. Okay, no chests here. Let's talk to Kefal. We're here so I don't get to ask the Titan my question, but all of you make up. Naos, Calypso. The worst case scenario is that he's already been overwhelmed and crushed by the world-wearing burden. And besides, we both know Chaos's nature. Deliverer like him wouldn't fail so readily. Polixia. Both of you have hearts kinder than anyone else, yet you are born only to take over Thanatos' divinity. Using a mortal stone with that of a titan to replace said titan is not a ludicrous idea at all. Because, yeah, that's literally what's happened there, clearly, then. You don't look the slightest bit amazed, though. Plus, you seem to be strangely familiar with the city around the Great Tea. I mean, I guess for Dan Hung and, like, generally a lot of us, with how Aeons are and everything, it's not as impressive, but it's, yeah. Don't read too much into it. I mean, can mortals even hope to reach Aquila's realm? They're strict and draconian god, nothing like Circe's. But Sky only expects people to revere them. Yeah, I didn't count on provoking the ire of a local god. I never thought Grey would meet with something like that before we set off. As a physician, I should have been there by her side. Alright, let's see. Even the cleverest scholars would lose their way in here. I should gather my thoughts before heading in. Titans are a common topic of discussion. Titans can communicate with us humans, and it is not impossible for us to overpower them. Upon their demise, we can even take over their divinity. Okay. Alright, let's see what we can do. Temporarily added. I love how Danhung has been temporarily added. Like, not like we have him at E6 or something. Just saying. Yeah, I'm not gonna use him. I mean, we have the whole squad here, so it's okay. I should probably have just teleported to wherever we want to go. I've fully explored this place, so... Because, yeah, I've fully explored this place. No? Okay, it's right up there. Never mind. Even though I fully explored it, clearly it didn't activate that space anchor. Okay. We all recall that state that dirt turds discovered what are they just blind masses. Complete meaningless attempt, an absolute mistake. It's a debate between two scholars about the sky ships. Aglaya also mentioned that made mention of the ships when she interrogated us. Okay. I wish we did have a character that we could just zoom with, man. Give me something like a Yelan or something here. Is she chatting with them? I could have just attacked them from the very get-go. I mean, we shouldn't have a problem with these guys because... Let's not get it twisted. That should KO them. At least I thought they would KO them. That's fine. Yeet. Alright. There we go. When we stand above, normally the sky is above. When we stand up on our heads, it's below our feet. What if that state tyrant's defeat simply proved that among all paths to Aquila, the skyship was the wrong one? Finon said Anaxa might be opposed. Nor has he ever found it within himself to put any faith in the prophecy. Seven schools of thoughts. While all seven schools are founded on the ideologies of Thales, the scholar, each in its is unique in its own way. Among them, the Venerationists revere and worship the Titans the most. Aquila's stature is loftier than the heavens, and their divine retribution is merciless. Oh, but I do wonder if a supercharged mini tribute cannon could slip past their watch. I didn't mean to click that again. The firmament is not impenetrable. On the contrary, it was precisely because the skyship represented the first step towards breaking free from the shackles of Earth that it provoked the wrath of the Sky Titan and brought divine punishment upon itself. I love how it's just blanked. It is a shame that the majority of the groves research on Aquila were headed by the Venerationists. Okay. Alright, let's keep rolling. This is gonna be... It's gonna be very interesting to see how everything's gonna turn out, to be honest. This is the Library of Philia, a place where the grove stores its collection of tomes. Other than books written by the seven schools, you can also find philosophical texts, ballads, and religious writings from the Outlands here. Cities that desired to learn from the grove were apparently expected to contribute knowledge of equal value to what they sought. Okay. Erythroceramists. Dog, these names are just too much. Their behavior was no different from bandits. There are too many books in the library of Philia. Flipping through all of them will take too long. Why don't we use the biblioslate to search for the texts? Alright, let's see. This isn't going to be any help for sure. This one, I guess, is the one we're looking at. When Anaxa established his school of thought, the first thing he apparently did was read his own work to everyone. That's... I love her, like... What's it called? Her acting of Anaxa. Her impersonation, there we go. They marched him straight to the seat of judgment. The first allegation was, do you agree that since the Titans created the heaven and earth, so the mountains, rivers, and seas must... Instead, he quoted the instances, past instances of the Flame Chase journey and posited that the humans have potential to take over the divinity of the Titans. Some say he used one of the... I mean, kind of did. What he didn't say, that the Titans are not noble, rings louder in this case. Damn. So wait, are we gonna be able to... We're going to find it, I guess? I don't think we've ever been there, so... This is gonna be new. Wait, so... Is there gonna be one? Okay, I was gonna say... Can I get off on one side? Okay, I have to go that way. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go! Oh, it stopped anyways. Never mind. Man! Made me all excited and stuff. I was like, about to just be like... Alright, we gotta go, we gotta go. Alright, let's see this bookshelf. Only one scroll in it as well. Yet Castrace, the servant of death from Idonia, her lineage is neither Titan priest nor demigod, but she has walked the earth for at least a millennium with the power to grant death to human. Where did this power come from? Creations of Titans. Life forms created by Circes can also be this way. And has even conducted a thorough investigation into the heroes' backgrounds. Plus, considering the new sporists have crafted omnipotent medicines capable of curing diseases. Alright, let's see. The previous approach has flaws. Fusing human souls with Titan creations does not purify golden blood. Even pure Titan creations are contaminants to the Chrysos era's golden blood. While creation myths tell us that the Crisis Airs and other creations were all made by Titans, their nature differs fundamentally. Leading such rare chances to study Titans demand a meticulous selection of research subjects. Oh. That is what you're secretly conducting research on, something you had to keep hidden from others. The Grove had planned to send Circe's core flame to a safe place. The true reason Anaxa was headed to the Luminary Throne was to transmutate and fuse himself with the Titan's core flame. Oh shit. Of course not, this is just an image from a projection device used for educational purposes, a simple trick. The sky is fake. Hey, listen, the Genshin storylines come over here, baby. We have already realized that we live in a world where Titans make the rules. Even when we look at the sky, we're only seeing what they allow us to see. Why shouldn't I be the one to take control of the projection device? As a sage of the Venerationists, my soul has already become inextricably linked to the Great Tree. Instinctively, I have my doubts about the golden blood and the human soul, yet I have no means of verifying them. The golden blood in my veins is woefully thin, and I'm loath to waste what little time I have left obsessing over hypotheses that cannot be even proven in the first place. Find out what we are and become the one that conquers the ultimate truths of the world. Alas, I am human, standing tall on my 2 feet, possessing both intellect and... They call me a blasphemer, Circes, but that doesn't mean I deny the existence of gods. It's just, as I see it, Titans are simply a force that mankind has yet to find a way to tame. Thanks to you, I've had the chance to personally verify in more ways than one that the soul indeed ceases to exist in death. But when there is death, there is life, and where there is an end, there must also be a beginning. In my journey unto death just now, I finally saw the answer with my own eyes. It's a matter of uncovering the truth about the Death Titan and Kage's survival. This may be the only time I can ever save someone's life. There's no need for me to think twice. They are in fact logical equivalents. They are merely two different ways of telling us about what the soul is at its core. But I am but a living dead man now, but that's not important. What truly matters is I've overheard a conversation between heroes. That was Calypso, one of the 7 sages of the Grove. If that were the name of one of the 7 sages under the shade of my tree, don't you claim to know that the groves pass like the back of your head? Use your head, Cersei. Since all of this took place in the realm of the dead, it stands to reason their likenesses are the soul of souls from the past. Those fallen heroes are the mortal incarnations of the Titans before their ascension to godhood. So the humans evolved into the gods, basically, the Titans. So now obviously ended up becoming Nicodor, the god of strife. Cersei's was previously Calypso. Even on the off chance that he speak the truth, this brings us no closer to grasping Thanatos' whereabouts. How do we find them? If I'm reborn as Kefal, I can rebuild the world and all within it as they once did. Simple, is it not? Wait. What is this dude doing? What is he doing? Wait, is he actually just... He's indeed the great performer, capable of fooling anyone and everyone with his tricks. I love how we're just ending up to help him, basically. Just as much as the Demigod Council holds just as much as significance as the Vortex of Genesis. Sometime after my duties over the site will take the place of the battlefield where you hunt gods, become the next challenge you overcome. Praeteros! Hello, Oleg of Amphoris. They do the dirty work of Canis. I've already ordered my people to hold them back, but we should still lay low unless you're itching for a bloody fight to get a workout in. Watch out, the Flame Reaver is back. That vicious Canis has been unusually active lately. Some even seem to be getting Kremnoans to defect to the council. Alright, let's see. It's back to where we are. We're back to being us. Oh, it's a duke. I've been a demigod for far too long that I have hardly any humanity left. Oh, we're becoming the debater. Let it be known that I sorely miss the blissful times portrayed in lyrical poems. Back then, Amphoris was home to nearly 1,000 cities, each with their own local faith, while gods walked the earth and shared close bonds with humans. We do realize that there's a crazy guy up top just doing some shenanigans, right? Would you rather strive towards the unheard of era Nova or return to the prosperous era Chrysia of our past? Probably partying and dancing law. I mean, we're clearly here doing a debate, and some one a dude is about to just take down the entire thing, basically. Oh, wait, they're back. Castoris is also on their side. Wait, that's a bit of a twist. I didn't expect Castoris to do that. Don't worry, Glea. While I know you have many queries, could you continue to converse like how normally citizens do? We will have a chance to rid the world of death and bring Amphoris back to an era where all beings live forever. Okay. Remember what I previously said. Kefal's core flame is guarded by the secret power of the Council of Elders. Plus, Fagusa's water curtain will be able to block out any external perceptions. Isn't this just survivorship bias? That's the first time I've ever heard of that that sort of what's the word saying? Pray tell, everything you mention hinges on the premise that we can find Thanatos' existence. Okay. Okay, this is a bit interesting. Okay, so basically the Flame Chase journey has been suspended at the moment. Okay. All right. So that's how it's turned out, eh? I am Castoris. A path that was both long and heavy. Okay, the answer was hidden. What truly matters is I overheard a conversation between heroes. Polixia. It was a seaside town which enjoyed the ocean breeze and glorious peaceful times thanks to the wisdom of its ruling queen. Had long since been digested, and all that was left of her was pile of bones. As revenge, the evil dragon swallowed the poor queen, the glib liar, the courageous warriors, and all of the town's innocent civilians in one. Oh. A mirror that I created with alchemy. As for what it is, how I was able to accomplish it, I'll keep the answers to myself for now. After all, you've never heard of a tradition of alchemy in your own hometown before. If life is priceless, then there is hardly anything of this world that is of equal weight to it, right? Let's just leave it at that. That was rude of me. Death is inevitable. In the days to come, I'm certain that someone whom I'm cherished deeply will leave me for good. You, me, and the rest will all have to face that fateful moment inevitably. You shall wither, and through that the dead will sprout again from the remains and be reborn with the... It is pity that such a cruel mistress. I'm afraid that the meaning is clear. Between my sister and me, one must pay the price. Our trial can only be completed when the one chosen sacrifices her life. How absurd. My time is almost up, but I'm still unafraid to welcome death. Wait, so this is Vortex of Genesis. So this is even before the conception of Amphorius. Completely separating courage, honor, tenacity, sacrifice, and reason. Furthermore, valorous death before glorious return has always been the path I chose to walk. A journey I began long ago. If your sister or Chaos were in my position, I believe they would make the same choice as well. As the embodiment of Nicodor's divinity, he entrusted his life to us and allowed humankind to end his madness. These heroes are the true forms of the Titans before they attain their divinity. So we're gonna see what happened to... So we're gonna find out what happened to Nicodor, of course. No, young lady, as a warrior, I've witnessed too many bitter deaths. Though now all I feel is peace. I did not know until this moment that mortals could live their life in such a way. But I'm certain of one thing. This is not acceptance of death nor apathy towards it. It's not even a feeling of despair. I myself have also changed in the process. The calamity had devoured everybody on the battlefield. When I returned to the city alone, the citizens held a banquet for me that was far from pleasant. Do you think it would be better if we just died on the roadside like a couple of stray dogs? To someone who's currently experiencing death, dying and living afford the same amount of blitz. This is very... It's very philosophical, which is all, in my opinion, very nice, to be honest. It always obviously makes you think and stuff, for sure. But I do think that, you know, for I hate saying this, but for a gacha game and for gacha game players, this is gonna be so much of a misunderstanding in every direction of the way. Or people will just plainly not right understand it and just ignore the story. At the same time, it is very simple. It's not overtly philosophical, but there is a lot of philosophy behind what's happening effectively that you have to kind of break down. It's great. I think a lot of people are gonna really like, some people will really, really like it, but I think there will be a lot of people who might not like it. This is quite interesting indeed. That I won't be able to do it. You shall wither, and through that the dead will sprout again from the remains and be reborn with the dead flame. As foretold in the prophecy and according to our vows, once it all ends, we must face our fated moment head on. Let me do it, sister. Let me be that sacrifice. I was never long for this world anyway, but you're different. I don't think my life was wasted. Just the opposite. When I finally arrived at this destination and looked back at the journey I took, I discovered that flowers had long since bloomed along the path I walked. It was you who sowed the seeds for the sea of flowers, one that is more beautiful than the promised land at the end of the world. None of the things I have experienced will dissipate. Instead, they'll forever live on as memories inside your head. Ever since we were born, the fact that we existed was predestined. Nothing could erase it. That is why I will always be by your side. In the prophesied new world, I shall plant the first bud on your behalf. Oh. So she did, basically she reincarnated Castories, basically. Before the titans that we are well acquainted with were born, a group of heroes roamed the land. These heroes followed a prophecy and took possession of divine authorities one by one, until they eventually became the pantheon of the New World. Amphorius' history is cyclical in nature, damn. The birthplace of alchemy and the tail of the dragon. Styxia. The people there worship Fagusa and bear no relation to Thanatos. Allowing you to reform the door to the Netherworld and discover Thanatos' fate. Fuck. That was a world imprinted in Kefal's soul. I do not wish to amphor up ambiguous conclusions. Let's discuss the topic again when she manages to find the evidence. When I was a child, I lost someone dear to me. When I was a teenager, I lost my faith. A while back, although you saved my life, I also lost my soul in the process. Why are you always finding ways to die? Isn't it good to be alive? Does it not just confirm that the myths are true and thereby invalidate all your theories? Alright. I guess now we go to Styxia or Sticia. Which is why both you and Canis desire to gain the power to control that core flame in the approaching citizens' assembly. So long as we do not usher in or even over, the black tide will never be eradicated. Stay your threads. Have mercy, Aglaia. Stay your threads. Alright. If Sticia is now an island surrounded by the river of Soul Torrents, then how do we find Lady Trivia is? And obviously the trickery. Then it follows that the demigod who inherited their divinity must be capable of the same. Alright, it's time to bring in Cypher. Wow, that was a lot to break down in terms of the story. At least it gives us a more of an understanding on who the Titans are. The Titans are nothing more than just... The Titans are nothing more than just basically humans, effectively. Let me just quickly go here so I can go and give some more offerings quickly before we go to continue the next part of the story. But they're basically nothing more than humans who basically got a lot of power, potentially, arguably... Oh wow, 1600. Wait, really? Did we not get any more levels? Seriously? Oh, we have to continue with the Trailblaze mission to get more levels. Oh, okay. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. I was wondering where were the levels. I was like, no levels? No levels? Okay. But, yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see what ends up happening. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to just check how much summons I have. 37k, okay. We managed to win ourselves a glorious defeat. Won a glorious defeat. You sure know how to look on the bright side. I only have 32 books to go. It is nighttime now, right? I love how we just can't determine if it's nighttime because it's like day all the time. No matter how breathtakingly beautiful Styxia once was, the place is now the domain of the departed. There's no telling what we encounter once we're there. When you did smile once in a while, all of us could see in your heart that your heart remained troubled even as you smiled. None of us know what you went through apart from Aggie, but we must know it must have been filled with pain and hardships, and as it is the fate of every crisis heir that is destined to live out. Just give it your all and leave no regrets. We have always believed that your embrace is just as warm as everyone else. Because we embrace others to confirm them and comfort them. And Cass, you're the kindest crisis heir we know. It's a pity she didn't get to finish it, but now Trinon and I are working on it, and we will make sure to give it to you. All right, let's see. I can't sleep. Let's see who's Pathstrider set sail upon the rivers of souls. All right, it's Castoris. Sleep is a luxury when you're my age. All right, let's see what Castoris wants us. All right, but yeah, this is gonna get very interesting. I think now in terms of the storytelling, it's still a little bit muddled, of course. But yeah, again, I just think that there's just so much. I want to vote. Tell me how I can vote. More like the Council of Buffoons. The Titans are just so long as we do not overstep our bounds again, we will not incur divine wrath. You old fogey. That was quite a spectacle. Just another peaceful day in Tema. I had lived for many years in Idonia, the city of Ram and Frost. The people there were devotees of Thanatos and were well known for their unique burial rites and traditions. I was Idonia's maiden of war, and believed that my hands could correct the Irakrisia's mistake and lead them to meet the god of death. What you're asking me to do is no better than the task of an execution, and you don't want to respect me myself? In Idonia, the great swords commonly used by executioners are called Draconian in the memory of Drakon, an elderly executioner. The holes would make no sound, and the executed would also depart the world quickly and painlessly. Every executioner after Drakon is to hone their soul skills every day in preparation of their future executions. Pain for the dying as well as pain for themselves. Go walk with the dead, tell them, love them as you love life, then you'll never hear those noises. This is just the beginning of your life as maiden of war. Fuck yeah, now. That's crazy. Monster. Executioner. Murderer, monster, why for granting me release? The time has come for me to heed the summons, the final resting place of every Idonian. And about me, I never had a choice. Indeed, we essentially abducted you. I've taught you and cared for you as my own daughter as the whole time. That's crazy. If you're saying that and you've made her do all of this because of this blessing that's been with you since your birth. I know no one else in the world would understand the weight of life and death as more as you do. In the eyes of an Idonian, death isn't the end of life, a destination we all eventually reach. Humans should not resist and learn how to face it. I assume we attack. I love how Triby's just there, just to help. Is that what's gonna finish it off? Wow. That was the last time I followed her command. I gently touched the elderly woman before me. Man, these artworks that they've made for Castries in this story has been really cool. I erected a cenotaph in her honor in the marshes outside Idonia's city walls. Idonia's city walls with the others I'd laid to rest. How did a disappeared titan become the deepest fear of humankind, and why do they haunt my dreams? Oh, is this the animation? Oh, they actually put it in the game. I knew they were gonna put it in the game, but I didn't know if it was actually gonna come into the game. Watch it because I didn't get a chance to fully watch it. I just saw moments of it in like bits and bobs. So I want to see it. So they did include it. I knew they were gonna. They said in one of the. Oh, that was really annoying. I know they said in one of the videos or something, or in like one of the letters, that they were gonna start including more of this in the actual story, which is pretty cool. Get it over with, and it's suffering. That's crazy. Jesus Christ. She's... Oh, fucking hell, man. I love how she's trying to wear a glove to see if anything would work, but it still goes. Oh no. Poor lass. Oh, what a strategy. Hey, I respect that strategy, you know? Oh. No, all the wars she's been through and everything. And she's come back home? Oh, is this her friend from when she was younger? It is. Oh no, she's gonna hug her. Oh no. Oh my god. Fair enough. First time HSR has got me this. Oh, fair. God damn it. Good job. Fair enough to HSR, man. Oh, they cooked with this one. Although I will say, how did she make a headstone that quick? Nah, but seriously, that was really good. That was really good. First time I've been emotional over something in HSR. Genshin gets me very easily, man. Depending on the situation, Genshin can get me very easily. They've done a very good job in making Genshin super emotional and stuff in that sense. HSR has always been very straightforward. I've never felt really emotional in terms of anything. Bellabog, Luafu definitely did not get me emotional. Fuck off. Luafu was the last thing. I felt emotionless throughout the entirety of that story, man. Penacony really didn't get much out of me. I guess a little bit of the Misha stuff got me a bit, I think. Actually, I'd have to go back and check because I don't remember how much the Misha stuff got me. But, yeah. Oh man, that was good though. That was really nice. At the end of the sea of flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips, and after an embrace there shall be internal separation. Oh man. Yeah, things have taken a turn for the better. Now that I can finally have an audience with Thanatos, perhaps I can finally rewrite the meaning of that fated prophecy. Should I pretend I never heard any of that? That's crazy. I can't say that. Some of these replies are a bit too much, to be honest. Like, don't get me wrong, cool replies in a bit, but some of these replies are a bit crazy. Did you get in trouble with some phantom thieves? I'm not some corrupt grown-up, that's crazy. Oh, that's Cypher. Holy moly, a kitty thief? I love the Persona reference. So we've had a SpongeBob and Persona reference already. Princess Homebody. While walking through the busy garden, I discovered the remarkable gifts crafted by Princess Homebody. They're truly splendid, and I'm most impressed. I'm also taken with your charming presents, prepared for the other crisis. This time I've claimed only this modest gift, but I figure it would attract tasteless little thieves. A single coin. Memorial market. There lies a golden short spear I've left. You know what to do. It shall guide you to me. Who displays biological specimens at home? They're quite unsettling. Despite your considerable investment in the Idonian ossuary hanging in your parlor, I regret to inform you it's fake. Oh, that's funny. Cypher seems like she's gonna be a fun character. I wonder who's voicing her in JP. Alright, let's fix the spear and follow it. Two short spears, one correct, one wrong. Only the spear, golden short spear. I don't know if that was right. I hope it was right. I'm not gonna lie, I should have inspected. I didn't inspect it. I wasn't bothering to inspect it, but I was hoping it was right. Oh no, I must have fucked up. I knew I messed up. You notice that, so you immediately repair the left spear. Okay, was that the right one? Yeah, that was the right one. I fucked up the previous time, I think. She should be dead, to be honest. The spear just went through her body. Where is she? It says to the Dromas is a cat. You're still as careless as ever. Shouldn't you ever keep such a precious gift near your bosom? Since you know it's a gift for someone else, please give it back to me. Stop hiding among the people and letting the wind carry your voices. The children of wind will never stay for long in one place. It'll make better venue for proper business discussions. You can find where I live through the winds of stone. The dew of divine blood in the backpack has been stolen. Oh no. Grey mystery. No, what I'm really after is your hearts. Oh, for fuck's sake. These Persona jokes, man. She really needs to stop with these persona jokes. Alright, let's go to her hideout. Alrighty. Let's go up here. I think we will... what's the best way to get up here? I forgot. Oh, wait, I know how to get up there. Oh, fuck's sakes. One second. The best way to get up here, if I recall correctly, is through here. Technically, it would have been probably going all the way around and going up, but I forgot that I have this enabled, so now I can just do this. So was there a hideout here all? Relax, you two, no need to get your hackles up. I'm not that scary, you know? Meow? A character that meows has appeared. Aww. I love how we were like, oh, first time we have a character that actually meows. One, the seamstress found me and wants me to take you to Stetia to look for the Death Titan. Don't go look for the Death Titan. The end. I love how she's just like, yeah, I'm not doing either one. Some of it is family fortune, while the rest of it came from my business as a dress master. Don't liken the flame chase work to your shady dealings. Man, these artworks are so good, man. You wish to run away from your responsibilities, from the prophecy, and from your destiny. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change. I'm not hearing any sincerity in your words. The divine power of passage is running out. I need another demigod to escort Castries and help her fulfill her lifelong wish. She brought this up herself. You're not pulling my leg. Time has hardened the likes of you and I, but Castries remains pure as divine snow. Maybe she'll remember the countless martyred chrysisers. Maybe she'll remember you with one foot in the grave. Now, if I lose, I'll do what you want me to do. Return this deposit to you, plus giving you another room full of treasures. How does that sound? I hope you took it. I love how she tells us the bet as well. I'm almost dead. What used to have money? Galeriot didn't just take you in so you can just die for her a year and over. Sure, the treasures buried in there are 50 times richer than Aglaia's wealth. Though I'm not as good as doing business as Lady Aglaia, I still have some savings. Then I'll give you 19 or 80%. I'll show you whose boss once I've recovered full HP. Nothing really, I'm just a bit scared of the seamstress's frosty face. I wouldn't stay a second longer in Okema if it were up to me. Alright. To be honest, it's very... Cypher is really cool in that sense. These formal addresses at the start of lessons are such a hassle, and you've already read 3 useless Phantom Thief letters. I'm the one who tucked you in. Oh, she did give us the divine blood back. Embrace your long fingers. Alright, good thing I didn't forget that. That would have been an achievement I would have just completely forgotten about. Alright, let's go through this. I'm actually quite curious to see where we're at in terms of the story, to be honest. I am actually quite curious. How far are we into the story? Because it feels like, of course, feels like we've done halfway through the story, but there's still a lot more to go, it feels like. Because from what I remember in the trailer, we were supposed to have like Anaxa laughing out loud and everything of that sort. Obviously dealing with Styxia, or Styxia, however you like to pronounce it. So yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out. Can I go up here? Oh yeah, I can. Wow. Alright, let's see. Why don't I don't understand why I just didn't do this, to be honest. This would have been so much faster. I'm just going the long way for no reason. Okay. Okay, I was up for a second. I was like, where's the Dromas? But I couldn't see it. Oh, there she is. I was like, where is Cypher? Totally, this trio team is the best setup to reach the finals. Did you know the legends say you have to put an obol into the mouth of the dead of their eyes if you want to successfully cross the river of souls and enter the nether realm? That's the ferry fare for entering the nether realm. Honestly, I won't ask you to pay this time. I'll pay and we'll just have to go through the motions. You can't catch the wind by waiting. You only live once, so make sure the most of every moment you have. Alright. Jesus. She is quick. I think it's because it's a proper speed scene. I still don't know how she managed to carry Castries, to be honest. So basically, Cypher is the Flash, is what my understanding is here. But that is a very cool cutscene. I swear she was speeding. She's the demigod of trickery. Whenever she flips the coin of whimsy into the air, she gains incredible speed that lets her travel anywhere in an instant. Being cute isn't my only forte. I'm strong too. This is Styxia, the city of dragons and waves. Anaxa hypothesizes that the missing Thanatos is somewhere in these ruins. This is the land of their birth, or perhaps their death. They return whence they came. Anaxa had used a secret alchemical art to temporarily fuse his soul with Circe's and Kefal, and when he was on the verge of that, he was pulled by Thanatos and caught a glimpse of the flowing river of souls. The only leads we have now are the name of the city and the fairy tale about the dragon. Indeed, even one as erudite as Anaxa could only point us to this place and no further. We will be entering the unknown as soon as we take our first steps. But this won't be the first time in my long journeys. I believe that, rather than standing still, taking action is the best course of action. Alright, let me just quickly get the achievements while we're here. Otherwise, I'm gonna just forget about it. So we have 3 more stuff to do, of course. 3 more achievements to get story-wise, seems like. So let's go. Go back whence you came. Go back. How about no, lady? Ahead lies the realm of death. Alright, take it easy, Maxwell. That we're fast approaching the realm of the dead. Oh boy, this doesn't seem like it's gonna be good. Was there a flash of like This? Do you want to buy any fish? I'm not selling my fish to living people. You lot are too shameless, buying fish without paying. If I ever see her again, I will. Other fish gone, people are gone too. I can only keep selling fish. So do you want to buy any fish? Oh, she can actually send them over. Did Thanatos reject them, or perhaps they didn't really lie at all? Oh. I couldn't take their behavior anymore, so I sold some things here and there, made up some lies, just trying to give them something to look forward to. It's because of the wild living creatures, like you were being misunderstood by all of them. Wild living creatures is crazy. They've been here for as long as the sun's been around, wailing over and over about casting a shield. Stixia is so freaky. Okay. If Lord Maide is also somewhere along the river shoals right now, then he will certainly become our signpost. After all, he's different from these wandering souls. He will find his way even in the realm of death. Oh, so we're able to actually, like... Okay. Yeah, one second, lady. Jesus. Oh, wait, I remember this. Ah. We can basically use like a spotlight to get a idea of what's happening around us. Is there anything here? Oh god, this is gonna be so annoying to find treasure chests in, because you're gonna have to keep zigzagging basically to see if you're not missing anything. Doesn't look like there's anything wrong, but there's a treasure chest right there. Oh, time is not my friend. Time was not my friend there. Okay, there's a puzzle right there. We'll not worry about that right now. So yeah. Do I have to run? How the hell do you get that? Okay, that's concerning. Okay, we'll have to figure that out later on. Okay. Space anchor up there. Alright, Centurion. Since the current campaign requires utmost care, I wasn't able to welcome all of you. Please forgive me. Foreign warriors. Priestess warrior and a divine beast. Oh darn, no healer on this team. I love that. There's no healer on this team. As for the rest of the souls, they've completely lost their souls and are decaying by the day. While there's still dissension in the city, the scholars agree that this calamity was so unprecedented that it needed to be given a new designation. I think he said to loop on repeat. Have we won? Oh, what's this? Oh, this is her own memory. I'm unable to get rid of myself of this innate curse. However, from this day onwards, I shall use it according to your will. I will never make any superfluous moves on my own. That's because the fate we were born with is far burden far heavier than that of my individual life. Okay, so now we're seeing her own memories. Instead, she's shown me nothing but complete trust. Okay, I guess we go this way. Oh, buddy. Do we have to actually fight them? I was gonna say, let me deal with it. Have you? I mean, Caceres is anyways dealing with it, but yes. Okay, this is fine. Yeet. Boom. Oh boy, my HP is pretty low right now. Man, I kind of do need Hyacinth, to be honest. What I need is a unit that can continuously regenerate HP regularly for the team. Shit, man. I'd rather not. Gallagher is not doing a bad job, but it does feel like I get too close for comfort when it comes to Gallagher, man. It feels like it's too close for comfort sometimes with Gallagher. Wait, how do you know that? Wait, Hycelian's dead? Wait. Did we just read that right? I swear she just said that Hycelian's dead. Isn't she one of the Crisis heirs as well? Hold on, that's very concerning that she just said that. Okay, I'm gonna come back and figure out all these puzzles later on. Oh, that's not good. This story is getting confusing and more confusing every time we play it, because every time there's something new that comes in that I'm like, what the fuck? The Withered Garden. We'll not touch that right now. I'm just gonna get the whatever chests that are easy to get, I'll get. Let me get some speed here, baby. Oh, there's bugs here as well, man. Farewell, Honkai Star. Wait, why did it say that? Give regards to Hong. At least you're able to respond. Please grant me death. Does this count as thinking till the moment I die? But I've never managed to convince myself. You should chat with Danhung about this. Okay, fair enough. We'll not worry about that right now. We'll continue on ahead, story-wise. Oh, bit of a... Alright, let's see. How do we get here? So we go down. Of course, we have to go down. In order to go up, we must go down. thought as much. Man, explore. How many treasure chests are in this place? 37. Yeah, fuck them. Yeah, we're not gonna touch this until later. That's just ridiculous, man. And then I can go this way. Alright, so now we can go this way. I'm crying? Wait, why are you crying? And then we can just go straight like this. Then we will die. You have a point, although while this may have been once the royal vault, it's been plundered and emptied, so please go right away. Oh, it's my day. Pollux, is that the embodiment of Dana? No, death? You have my thanks for this valuable insight. So I wonder if the story that we've been told about for a while now, and the story that we've been also learning about here as well, is similarish. The young man was favored by Talenton, who taught him a move that will defeat any mortal enemy with a single blow. Even before the fated final arrived, they were already content with the lives they lived. A tale told by the Queen Astacia. My memories only begin after Amune brought me to Idonia. Okay. Don't look back, keep moving forward always. We're getting to the end point nearly. I'm not gonna do that one right now. Let's just keep going. Let's just rejig that. There we go. Could it be the science of Astacia? Its pilot is probably right here. I love that. You don't know the whole picture. While it's true that the missing girl can grant death to immortals, Pollux, the one who delivered her onto this world, makes it so that humankind cannot die. The deceased are supposed to drift down the River of Souls until they reach the end of the Westworlds, but this River of Souls was blocked by Pollux's fall. Okay, we have been inebriated in Fagusta's feast for too long before we began to seek divine bestowed death so we could be freed from the whims of fate. However, that brought doom to us. That detestable dragon Pollux denied all the dead from the gates of the Netherrealm. Oh. I guess that's the dragon. Oh boy. Okay, so they're basically supposed to be... Castries is supposed to be Okay, I kind of get it basically. Like what they said was right. Two sides of the same coin basically. So with one, the other is complete basically. Without the other, they're not. It's an incomplete mix basically. It's only half of the things. Makes sense a little bit. Alright, that's fine. We'll KO them here. Is that a new enemy? No, that's not a new enemy. I don't think it's a new enemy. Brother. Alright, let's cook him here. Oh, hello, my day. For the feast of strife upon their triumphant return. I wasn't expecting him to come out of nowhere. The black tide is endless, my death is only temporary. I'll find my path of return, go back to the world of living, and continue my protection. I'll go against the current and kill my way out of this current realm. He seems to be stuttering. Let the person who has brushed against death... Oh boy. Alright, it's time. Let's go. I think this is gonna be the big one. Surely we're approaching the end now. I saw the treasure chest. We'll come back to it later on. I love how I'm saying to every treasure chest I'm seeing, we'll come back to it. Oh, I'm not bothering with this guy, man. Fuck off. I just don't want to deal with you right now, brother. I say that, but I want to. No, this guy's pissed me off way too many times now. Get your ass back here, man. There we go. Alright, give me my chest, man. Thank you. Alright, let's go up here. Alright, let's see. Alright. So we're supposed to go up there, right? Surely. Please come down if you will fall into the icy cold river of souls. I'm afraid that you really would die here. One minute of mem being useful comes from 1,000 days of training, man. Let's see. Oh wow, she actually did that. So do we just go this way? Oh, fair enough. Okay, so now we're done. Alright, surely we're at Trian. This is the first time I've encountered a diseased friend while going upstream in this. It really works like this. Fair enough. Man, Trian's come back. Trian would get the gift ready and be the first person to run over and welcome you. Oh my god. The Holy Maiden of Janus, even when separated by life and death, their thoughts are still connected. So sweet. I love how we've been just chucked into the corners. Anaxa as well. All the flame chasers. The first time I had dinner with someone else, the first time I went to the market to buy the chimera doll I'd liked and hugged it to sleep. This is so good. The vivid drawing surpasses any photograph from the world of living. This is so amazing, man. I remember you once said that the fate is not the flowers that bloom at the end of the road, but where people tread beyond the gate. Now that path belongs to me, his water reached the end. I have a feeling that soon the gift of yours will become the key to saving Miss Kaguya's life. Okay. Well, maybe not tomorrow, but I understand. I understand what she's saying. I've broken free from the chain of death countless times. This time will be no different. Fair enough. Bro, my day is actually so cool, to be honest. Very, very cool. You and I may be reincarnated as strife and death in the next cycle, becoming calamities, wreaking havoc upon the world. Oh, Cypher is here. Then cease wasting your thoughts on futile matters. Control what little you can, and when fate's inescapable grasp comes, resist it with the strength of your mighty will. Fucking too much Gilgamesh vibes from him sometimes, man, I swear. Too much Gilgamesh vibes from him. Achilles' sky, Zeus' earth, Neshia's love. Whether you wish to break free from death or not, please follow your heart. By the promise you once made, I ask that you fulfill your duty one final time. And die as one. She was so consumed with my regret of my death, so she used the Titan's authority to reforge my soul, yet it also means she had never revealed herself. I love how Mem just pulls out a book. It's like, is this how it's gonna work? Okay. So all we do is just show the picture. All right. Okay, the Styxia, the Pearl of the Ocean. I just wanted to quickly go through it because it's so... It was just the setup. I wanted to get an idea of what they're trying to achieve here now. So yeah. Yeah. I cannot imagine that those from the era Chrysia could ever yearn for death. Journey and epics are only glorious and magnificent because all things eventually fade to dust. That's how someone once explained to me why death is necessary in the world. Would you like to hear my thoughts? What if love is not a trait bestowed upon mortals by inertia, but a blessing from death? No one ever invented the word cherish in the era when life was eternal, for all the good things in the world could be revisited endlessly, and every bond formed carried no risk of being severed. People did not truly live, they simply existed, going through the motions without passion or purpose. Oh. It is the reason why we shed tears when parting ways, and also the original spark that ignited the... Okay, I see. That's a very interesting approach they've gone for in that sense, but I can understand that. We only learn to interpret this as a wonderful gift after Thanatos' arrival. If the world was barefoot of death, then the Queen of Stygia wouldn't play midwife in delivering me into this world. He wouldn't have welcomed me into Idonia. And Aglaia would never have invited me to join the flame chase journey. That makes sense. Alright, let's see. Are we gonna revive the dragon? Or what are we reviving here? Oh shit.
ここにあるは万物を砕く力。すべての死を司る偉大なる恵みよ。私が抱擁を授けましょう。
That is probably one of the most interesting designs I've seen. Oh, you've got to be kidding me, really? Can I speed up? Okay, I mean, we've got the perfect character to counter this fight, so it's okay. That's fine. Alright, do this. Alright. Come on, there we go. I love how it's weak to wind and quantum, so that because it's, of course, casteries and everything. I love the design of the dragon because the dragon's head is in the egg still as well, which is super cool. Alright, let's see what this does damage-wise. We don't need to restore it, we just need to do this damage. That's fine. Alright, do this. Go for this so that we can heal up everybody. Alright, and then go for this. Alright, there we go. Please don't turn back to the nether realm. I'm sorry I have to wake you up from an ancient death. Don't be afraid. I'm back, Pollux. But I have to do this. So please carry me across the Sea of Souls again and return me to the Netherrealm just as you once did in the past. Please take me where the core flame of death rests. I'll be going now. Great, let's go. Oh, are we starting to lose it? I feel dizzy. I think I'm done for. Her time is almost up. If I don't go now, I'm afraid her soul will return to Thanatos' embrace before me. Ma'am, stay close here and keep a close watch until I return. Make sure to not leave yourself with any regrets. Alright, let's see what happens now. Because it's a race against time, because Castries has to get the core flame first. Oh, you sit in your little dinghy, eager to hear my song and follow closely behind. Venture not with me into the vast sea, for perhaps without seeing me, you will lose your way into the ocean. We still ended up back here. Polixia. Polixia. Call me Thanatos, then it'll be easier. I'm here to reforge the order of life and death in Amphoris. You know, my sister was a sympathetic but rather sensitive person. Whenever she didn't want to say what was on her mind, she would avoid eye contact and look off into the distance. Similar behavior, I suppose. Just 1 second, guys. I need to pull this up because I didn't realize we'd be in a cutscene, unfortunately, at this point. I would have probably stopped before we would have started and come back tomorrow, but it's okay. Where should I begin? I suppose we can start from the beginning. A long time ago, there were... 1 second. Let's see. This is what I need. 1 second. Actually, let me do it on this one. This will be better. Hold on a second. There we go. Yeah, I just need this up. A long time ago, there were a pair of like-minded twins, as foretold in the prophecy. They were chosen to be successors of the gods of death. The price of attaining divinity was to take the life of a family member with their own hands. But I couldn't accept that. Why did we have to kill each other for future she'd never see herself? That's not fair. While weaving the laws of the new world, I shattered the forbidden bottom line of life and death. I reshaped my sister's soul into the form of the great dragon Pollux to carry up over the souls of river souls and back up to the mortal realm. Our fates were already decided and manifested in unexpected ways in response to my futile actions. If the Reaper raises their left hand, the soul is granted death and allowed to enter the realm to await reincarnation. That's why the hand of shadow can only lay down judgment, not embrace another being. The half of Thanatos that represents life, the undying human who grants death, that was the curse I forced upon you. As the half of Thanatos representing death, I shoulder the fate of defying death. I died the moment I entered the world of living. Those were denied their audience with death and were left stranded within an ever-rising river of the dead. Ah. So that's why there are so many just souls lying around and stuff. It's because of the whole idea of splitting it up in half. Okay, we need to move your wheelchair a little bit faster. Can I make it go faster? I can push your wheelchair, Polixia. I must admit, it's a pretty impressive wheelchair for what Amphorius is, to be honest. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of, I mean, it's of course the Netherrealm, but it kind of feels like a bit of like Elysium in a way. As far as I'm concerned, you did nothing wrong. If it weren't for your blessing, I wouldn't have understood the source of these emotions, nor would have realized my purpose. I would have made it here to reunite with my missing half, and we wouldn't be discussing our past while sharing the same view of the landscape. The sea of flowers blooms on dead land because we sowed it with the seeds of our separation and watered it with our tears of loneliness. Yes, the only thing death is allowed to create are flowers that bloom from the dead, from blood and tears. No, no single being can bear the scales of life and death on their own, not even God. I love how there's this. I love how I have the Tusk Peer just walking with me as well. Feels a little bit weird, I'm not gonna lie. Not to embrace one another after a long separation, but to come in search of retribution. There still seems to be a bit of a way to go down there. It's been far too long. I've waited here for centuries, watching day after day as desperate spirits are denied by this lonely wasteland. You shall wither, and through that the dead will sprout again from the remains and be born again with the dead flame. After this, I'll remain permanently in the realm. The river of soul shall return here and drain. It's like when I did what I did when we were born. Wow, this is so nice. That's such a nice image. That's so good imagery. Alright, we're switching to Anaxa's POV. Loud cheers from afar. Time flies in the blink of an eye. The 15th entry hour is already at hand. When this farce is over, your soul will be placed on the scales of life and death. No need to ask so many times. I'm ready. I simply find them too noisy. Paying attention to conceited fools like them would be another waste of my time. I know better you myself better than you think I do, at the very least better than a stowaway like you. This back and forth between Anaxa and Cersei has been amazing so far, to be honest. Indeed, the demigods that bear the core flames eventually become the new titans at the world's end. Calypso and Naeus, as their destined ends approached, one by one they left this world, leaving only the twins who were fated to succeed death. Then having lived through 2 cycles with six as a pivot, there she will no doubt be the link to connect all of this together. If there is even a slightest error in your hypothesis, the girl will be shattered. Because this guy is a bit too egotistical, but I respect it. He's destined to overturn this farcical world. All right. I think we'll leave it there for tonight. I think we will leave it there for tonight. We will come back tomorrow and carry on from this point onwards. I appreciate all of y'all for tuning in. Have yourselves a lovely, lovely rest of your day, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be. I'm gonna go watch some IndyCar and golf for now. I appreciate all of y'all for tuning in. This was a blast, to be honest. It was a good story. It's been a good story so far. Quite curious to see where it ends up going down, of course, the route off, of course, and everything. But yeah, it's been really good, man. I've really enjoyed it so far. Again, it's very philosophical and everything, and I know a lot of people might find it a little bit tricky to understand and everything, but I think honestly Anaxa has been great, surprisingly. I thought I wouldn't like him that much, but to be honest, he's been kind of goated in a way, to be honest. And then of course, I've loved the whole Castries storyline and everything. It's been amazing in that regards as well. Cannot wait to see exactly what's gonna pan out in the next episode, next half of the story. Effectively, I think it's another half to go. Basically, feels like that. I mean, we've only done 3 hours, and if the story is 7 hours long, to be fair, I've also been progressing really quickly, fairly quickly as well. So we'll see how long it takes us. I don't know how much more is left from the story, but yeah, we'll see how it goes tomorrow. And if the story is pretty short tomorrow, we'll also probably start the Steel Slammers event. Maybe I think Apocalyptic Shadows also resetting tomorrow, so we might do that towards the end if we do finish the story fairly quickly. But anyways, I appreciate all of you for tuning in once again. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves a lovely rest of your day, afternoon, and evening, wherever you may be. Catch you guys in the next one. Until then, take it easy.